Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Samsung Galaxy A03 and see how this particular Samsung phone holds up in 2025. Now, the first thing to remember here is that with a device like the Samsung Galaxy S25, and these newer Samsung phones that we have, these are very good devices and I'm a very big fan of them. But I think the Galaxy A03 still is like a fairly solid option for the most part too for how old this phone is. But I wouldn't really recommend anybody to buy this phone anymore, to be honest with you. Starting off, this phone came out in 2022. So from that side, this is already going to be a phone that is already going to be showing its age from that perspective. So that right there is going to be a slight problem for some people out there. It's not going to be the biggest deal in the world, but that is going to be kind of a slight issue probably for some people. You are getting a micro SD card slot inside of this phone, which is nice to have, but the rest of this phone is basically built out of like plastic, right? It's plastic back, plastic frame. It isn't really going to be this like super nice feeling device, right? I feel like that is going to be the main issue here. And it's like an LCD panel. It's a very big LCD panel too, which is kind of a problem because you're going to be stuck in the situation where the panel itself really isn't going to be that nice and it's going to be a big panel. So that is going to be kind of an issue that kind of comes down to it here. Now, the camera side, you are getting basically like a 48 megapixel camera on the back, 5 megapixel camera on the front. That is also going to be a downside. 1080p on the back side, that is going to be like a very limited type of camera as it kind of comes down to it from that particular perspective as well. So you're going to be stuck in this other situation where this type of device really isn't going to be giving you that good of an experience from that camera department. It makes a lot more sense to look elsewhere, especially if you're trying to get a better type of camera. This camera is very outdated and like a 7-year-old Samsung phone is better than this thing. When it kind of comes down to some other areas, I do think if you're looking at this phone, another really big thing to keep in mind here inside of this type of device too, is the fact that this type of device isn't really getting any more software updates. So this thing did start at Android 11, it got up to Android 13. It's basically done getting software updates as of this point. So that right there is going to be another problem here, right? Because if you're wanting a device, you probably want to go through and get a phone that is going to be giving you better software experience. And like I said before, this type of device, it is going to be a slight limitation when it comes down to that particular side as well. In terms of performance, this is probably going to be one of the main issues here as well. This type of phone is going to be giving you a fairly limited type of experience when it comes down to the performance. It's giving you basically like a Unisoc T606 chipset. I don't even know what that means. And it's giving you basically 2 to 4 gigabytes of RAM. Even the maxed out 4 gigabyte version is also going to be very slow. So that is also going to be one of those types of phones you get, and it's going to be another very limited type of experience from that particular side as well. And if you're going to go through and get a device, you probably do want to get a phone that's going to be giving you a slightly better experience, and that is essentially what's kind of going on here for the most part, right? It is going to be kind of a limited type of experience. So I look at this type of device and I would tell you in a lot of ways, it does make a lot more sense to go through and maybe get a device that is going to be giving you a better type of experience. And this phone in almost every single way, the Galaxy A03, it really doesn't make too much sense to go and buy this phone anymore. There's substantially better phones to go and buy rather than this thing. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.